It's too short. It isn't long enough. Two expressions, but they mean the same. Hi, in today's lesson we'll learn about the words too and enough in English. You'll learn the meaning of the words and how to use them with adjectives, adverbs and nouns. Keep watching until the end as there will be some exercises to see how much you've learnt. So let's get started. The mouse is small enough to get through the hole. It's too cold to go outside. Here both enough and too are used to show the degree or level of something. Here they're both used with adjectives. The mouse is small enough to get through the hole. Here the adjective is small and enough is describing the degree of small. It's too cold to go outside. Here too is describing the degree or level of the cold. Firstly, let's look at enough. Enough means as much as is necessary or needed. Enough can qualify an adjective or an adverb, or it can go with a noun or even act as a pronoun. So let's look at enough with adjectives and adverbs. Enough comes after adjectives and adverbs. So the mouse is small enough to get through the hole means that the mouse is as small as is necessary or needed to get through the hole. Or, I'm tall enough to change the light bulb without getting on a chair. Tall is the adjective followed by enough. So I am as tall as is necessary to change the light bulb without the need of a chair. Or, let's go, we've waited long enough. Long is being used as an adverb here and describes the verb to wait. And here it means that we have waited as long as is necessary, so we should leave. Let's now look at enough and nouns. Enough normally goes before nouns. We have got enough money. We can buy the food. Not the money is enough. Enough comes before the noun money. There will be lots of people for coffee. Do we have enough cups? Enough comes before the noun cups. Let's now look at enough in the negative. It means that there isn't as much as is necessary or wanted. For example, there isn't enough sugar to make the cake. This means they can't make a cake because they don't have the necessary amount of sugar. Or, I'm afraid your work just isn't good enough. This means that your work isn't as good as it should be. Now let's look at enough followed by the preposition of. You can't say there isn't enough of cheese. We don't use enough of unless there's a determiner, an article, this, that, my, your, his, etc. So we use enough of when there is a determiner. I've had enough of your nonsense. Your is a determiner here. Or, I haven't seen enough of the film to see if I really like it. Enough can also be used without a noun. For example, be quiet, that's enough. Or the famous line from the song, enough is enough, which means that you won't take the current situation any longer. Enough can also be used with adjectives and nouns together, but be careful as there are two positions possible, but the meaning changes. Look at these two sentences. We haven't got big enough nails. This means none of the nails are as big as we need. When enough comes between the adjective and the noun, big enough nails, it qualifies the adjective. It tells us that the nails aren't big enough. Whereas, we haven't got enough big nails means that we have some big nails, but we need more. So when enough comes before the adjective, it qualifies the noun phrase. It tells us there aren't enough nails. We can also leave out the noun if the meaning is clear without it. So we need 10 plates. Have we got enough? We don't need to repeat the noun plates. It's obvious what we're talking about. Now let's look at too. Firstly, too means more than is needed or wanted. For example, it's too cold to go outside. This means that it's colder than we want to go outside. So to goes before the adjective or adverb. For example, Claire doesn't want to marry Ken. She thinks he's too old. Here you can see the to going before the adjective old. This means that Ken is older than we want in order to marry him. Too many comes before a plural countable noun and too much before an uncountable noun. So for example, no wonder you're tired, you go to too many parties. Parties is a countable noun. You can count them, 1, 2, 3, etc. So with countable nouns, we use too many, plus the noun. Whereas, Marie spends too much time working. Here, time is an uncountable noun, and therefore we use too much. Remember, an uncountable noun is always in the singular, so there's no S. Now let's look at enough and to, followed by the preposition for, somebody or something. So remember, it's the adjective plus enough plus for somebody or something. So for example, the coat isn't warm enough for winter. With to, we have to plus the adjective plus for somebody or something. For example, the Rubik cube is too difficult for small children. If we use enough and to with a verb, we use the infinitive. So we have enough and to with to do something, not for doing. So for example, it's too dangerous to walk home alone at night. Or, I don't have enough money to buy a new phone. So both enough and to are followed by the verb in the infinitive. On a final note, look at these sentences. The tea was very hot. We couldn't drink it. The tea was so hot, we couldn't drink it. The tea was too hot to drink. Notice no it with to. Or, the box isn't strong enough to stand on. Again, no it. So now it's your turn. 1. Are they going to get married? Use old. No, they're not old enough to get married. They're not as old as is necessary to get married. Remember, the adjective comes before enough, and both to and enough are followed by verbs in the infinitive. 2. I need to talk to you about something. Use the adjective busy. Well, I'm afraid I'm to you now. Too busy to talk to you now. Here we use to as it means you're more busy than you need or want to be, and remember to comes before the adjective and again is followed by the verb in the infinitive. 3. I can't drink this coffee, it's too hot. This coffee is too hot to drink. It is hotter than we need or want to drink. Again, the verb is in the infinitive. 4. A taxi would have been best, but you didn't have the money. I didn't have enough money for a taxi. Remember, enough plus the noun plus the preposition for something. Congratulations, you now know how to use enough and to in English. Please remember to like this video if you found it useful, share it with your friends and colleagues learning English, and remember to subscribe to my channel Oxford English Now for more free English language videos out every Friday. Thank you for watching.